Pride Month, and the Trump administration is celebrating by ordering American embassies to take down the pride flag for the first time since 2011. That is idiotic. If you're going to cancel something from 2011, make it rompers. It's no wonder many have forgotten the origins of Pride Month. Fortunately, Patti Harrison teamed up with Frontal to remind us.
Honey, it's Pride. That 1 month every calendar year when we celebrate queer people's right to exist. So I went to the legendary Stonewall Inn to meet with Lala Zannell, the trans justice campaign manager at the ACLU. She was gonna tell me all about the history of Pride, which was started by United Airlines, Citigroup, Postmates, Tesla.
No, it started off with trans women of color.
But what about YouTube, Android, the Trump campaign?
Stop it. That's a whole bunch of corporations.
You said corporations like it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing, Patty. I don't see black trans women. I don't really even see a lot of non-binary or trans folks in Pride.
Okay. Hypothetical situation.
Okay.
You get a phone call. Hi, it's me, Taco Bell, and I am coming out as non-binary. Would you not show Taco Bell in that moment love and support?
Oh, Patty.
Turns out, 50 years ago, when being openly queer was illegal in most of the country, people came to places like this because it was one of the few spaces where they felt safe. But Stonewall would often get raided by the police, who would harass and arrest patrons with no warning. One night, the queer family at Stonewall got fed up and fought back. Activists like Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera started throwing shot glasses, rocks, and bricks. And in doing so, they began the modern LGBTQ rights movement, which brought us Pride.
It was a liberation birthed by black trans women, non-binary people, folks of color. It was a riot.
Like this?
Oh my God, I mean...
You know, that's a Babadook. He's probably there. Chucky over here, you know, queer canon, one of our queer icons. You know...
You got it wrong.
I usually hate history lessons, but something about the riot was inspiring me to throw a brick.
No, we're not doing that.
Fine. But why wasn't Marsha and Sylvia's story part of our modern Pride celebration when the organization that terrorized them gets a marching band?
It's because history has been erased. Trans women fought back to liberate the larger LGBT movement. But after the Stonewall riots, it became about money.
No way Dr. Pepper would let that happen because Dr. Pepper wants you to be brave. Be you, Dr. Pepper.
No. It's not just about you showing up as a corporation. You have to leverage your resources, leverage your connections to give back to the community.
She's right. It's great that these big corporations seem to want to support the movement, but we can't depend on them to fight for the most marginalized folks in the community.
You make Pride better first when the community acknowledges their faults. The fault of years and years of not centering black trans women, non-binary folks, folks who are disabled, low income, undocumented. We're gonna tell the truth about our history and you appreciate all the historic milestones that trans and non-binary folks have done for the Pride movement.
Yes, and I knew exactly how to help.
You have 2 of them? No, we're not gonna do that.
Then I guess I need to find a way to help that isn't brick. So I decided to throw a party to celebrate the true meaning of Pride with tributes to queer icons.
Oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
Healthy snacks. Party favors. I even made my very own Pride float featuring 2 completely original mystery-solving dog cousins engaging in a censored sexual act.
What is this? Did you listen to anything I told you? This is not what I told you Pride was about.
You think on the 50th anniversary of Stonewall that people aren't going to be excited to see Scribby Dong and Scorpy having on and...
No, this is not it, Patty.
Okay, maybe I was still a little confused about our history. So Lala had me talk to a trans woman who lived it.
You were a witness to the Stonewall riots.
Yes, I was. During that period, we were illegal. So I had 2 sets of ID, one under Judy and one under my other name.
Right, you had to pass in order to operate in society in a safe way.
Yes. If you didn't pass or if you were of color, you were in more danger. Every day you'd find somebody got murdered in the streets. It's still going on today.
It's true. Members of our community face violence every day. Trans women of color are being killed across the country. And that's on top of the constant attacks against us, from our bathrooms to our military to our housing to our healthcare to our literal right to exist. In a world like this one, should pride be a celebration? A protest?
We can have both at the same time. If you remember that we came from a place of rebellion, it will help you move forward in your everyday life to continue that liberation, all while looking fabulous and celebrating. Celebrate with a purpose.
Right. So instead of throwing a brick at someone you hate, throw a brick at someone you love.
No, we talked about...
Lala was right. The true meaning of pride is that it's a chance to recognize how far we've come and how far we still have to go. So I teamed up with the Fluid Project, a gender-free retail store, to design a t-shirt to raise money for the Transgender Legal Defense and Education Fund, and remind everyone that we still have a lot more bricks left to throw.
Thank you so much, Patti. Everybody else.